Yeah, there's really nothing we could do, unfortunately. It is one of those. Just apologies, the server crashed, and we have to wait until the end of the countdown so we can carry on. So apologies about not being able to get any pictures to you at this moment in time. Not a lot we could have done. Server just crashed. Sunday evening, 4 left. Apologies, that's all I can say. Yeah, I'm hoping everybody has a refresh of the pictures. If we all hit F5, we can have a chat. Ask some questions. Stream's crashed on the case now. We have done it, but the live stream has to count down with the 30-minute delay. There's not a lot we can do about that. That's for security reasons. Barney Gurley, was there an earthquake? There's been 2 in Vegas, haven't there? There's been an aftershock and then a big one. 7.2 apparently was the earthquake. Saw a chandelier come down in the Rio and smash onto the table. We can't get around the 30-minute wait, unfortunately not, because what we do is we live stream we live stream 30 minutes behind everybody else so we can chat in the chat box. So there's nothing we can do about the 30-minute delay. If we were live streaming 30 minutes ago, I wouldn't be able to chat with you guys in the chat box. So me and Jay watch all the action 30 minutes behind everybody else. Same as what everybody does when you're watching it at home. And we just watch the action as you watch the action, which means we can use all chat boxes. Not the best way around it, but that's the way it is done, and we've always done it on a 30-minute delay. Eight tables. Good luck, Ash. What are you playing at this moment in time? Let us know. Eight tables. I can't see 2 when I'm playing. Don't know what you do with 8. Out of all the good games left in some of the 11s. Well, good luck. Hope it runs well for you. See all the lads in Vegas. Day 2C has started. Apparently Phil Elmeth bought into Day 2 today. Do you think I need to pre-reg for the Goliath Day 1A? I would, to be fair. I don't see why, if you're definitely playing, then I don't see why you wouldn't. It would only help, basically, if you're buying online or buying at your local casino, then it saves the hassle. It saves the hassle of buying in when you get down to the Rico. It just definitely helps. I would. I really would. I would definitely do that. If you definitely know what day you're playing, if you're definitely going to play day 1A, get yourself into your local Grosvenor casino and buy into the Goliath. Just saves the hassle of walking down the stairs and buying in on Saturday next week, or in 3 weeks' time. Oh, thanks, Brad. The avatar, yeah, I look like Roy Walker, or I look like Kev Blower. And if you want to, in fact, actually, while you're online, you could even do it now. If you open up the Grosvenor client, you can buy into any of the day ones on the client itself. If you've got Grosvenor Poker, then you've got a alias. You can.
He's just walked in.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's over there.
He's on him now, with white hat on.
Yeah.
Good old David. David A just bought it. No, I don't know who he's playing, but
Playing catch.
he's in the building, David A. So yeah, if you want to buy into the Goliath now, if you've got Grosvenor Poker open right now, then just click on tournaments, click on all, and then click on the Grosvenor Live and click on Goliath. Click on Grosvenor Live, click on Goliath, scroll down, and it says the 27th of July, Flight A, and there are 113 already bought in. And then you don't need to queue up. Your name's on the list, it'll be on the seating plan, and it is as simple as that. Yeah, David Hayes just walked into the building. He's going to come round for a chat. Come and have a chat, David. Grosvenor should allow some bets on which round David A will get knocked out of the Goliath. Well, as we all know, aces can get cracked by 10-4, queens can get cracked by 10s. It is what it is. And he's walked straight into, and I think he's buying into he's playing the satellite. Ruben Lopez is wandering around like he looks like Thierry Henry. How you doing, buddy? How are you?
Popping in to say hi.
Good, man. We've just had a crash, so we're just chatting to the world.
Oh, okay.
So,
A successful event by the looks of it.
fantastic,
Yeah.
amazing, so good. 488 runners.
Considering Vegas is on, though, that's a pretty good result.
Yeah.
Yeah. All going smooth also.
Yeah, yeah. You've got is that the satellite to the month, the £1,000 monthly?
Yeah.
Nice.
The second table, that second
Yeah.
one. This one is
that's the one that David Hayes
the
is pointing to.
one. Yeah. This is the ante one, the big blind ante.
Oh, right, okay.
That one.
Yeah. Excellent. So, yeah, it'd be nice for us to get in. He just sat down into the satellite, so he's not going to come out. We've never even met, to be fair. Yeah. We've never even met.
So I've met him and you haven't met him?
Exactly. Yeah, we've never even met. We've never had a handshake. So 15 minutes and counting until the pictures come back. Big news is David Hayes just come round to play the satellite for the £1,000 monthly. Can David A have plenty of bullets or just one? I'm not too sure what his actual what his actual idea is. Whether he needs multiple bullets, I'm not sure. He might not need them. He might not need them. He might only have one. He might be chip leader on day one here, you never know. I don't know. Joe Beaver said they were making a plan for him. So I'm not sure. If we could have a chat, I would, but I don't think we can. So I'm going to have a wander around, see if he can come. I might just have a quick wander around, see if he'll come down here for 2 minutes. Let me go and have a 30 seconds, and I'll go and find out, see if he can come down here. I might as well ask the question. Failed miserably. He's playing a satellite and he's busy. We will get him in the commentary box at the Goliath, no doubt about it. So we are 8 minutes away from pictures. Woohoo! 8 minutes. What can we do in 8 minutes? Yeah, we should be asking questions. We should be asking quiz questions. Yes, what we need. So yeah, if you want to buy into Goliath right now, don't forget you can go onto the client and log in and buy into any day that you want to buy into. £125 secures your seat. No need to queue when you get to the Rico Arena. Your name will automatically be on the list. Get yourself in. The update from the table, they are still on 4. So luckily, it doesn't look like we've missed too much action. They are still on 4. That's what David here wants to shout at hey. He said hello, I said hey, not hey, like it. What's going on? We're just chatting away willy-nilly. You can bring the teas if you want, seeing as you've been wondering about. David Hayes just walked in.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's playing the satellite for the 1K on the second table. So
You come and say hello?
well, I just asked if he wanted to chat anyway. I'm playing the satellite. I did try. So 6 minutes and counting. 6 minutes and counting. We could have done a song. We could have sang songs and everything. Sweet Caroline. Da, da, da. 6 minutes till pictures. 6 minutes until we get the stream back. The clock is counting down. The server has decided to have a bit of a spasmode. And now we are counting down till we get the pictures. Who is the only English football team not to be named after geographical location then went out to the Football League last season? Grimsby Town. They play in Cleethorpes. Who is the only English football team not to be named after a geographical location? Ah, oh, I know. That is a geographical location. Port Vale. Is there no such place as Port Vale, is there? So which one was it? Correct. Which one? Who is the only English football team not named after a geographical location? Yeah, Port Vale. That's the one. Who was the first £1 million football player? Trevor Francis.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Yeah, we got that one. And Brian Clough regretted doing it ever since he did it. Who was the second? That's a good question if you know the answer to that one. Like that one. 3 minutes and counting until we get the pictures. Why are Notts County called Notts County and Nottingham Forest are called Nottingham Forest, but you can't say Notts Forest? That's a weird one. You're not allowed. Nobody ever says Notts Forest, but nobody ever says Nottingham County. Who was the first English footballer to be sold for $500,000?
$500,000?
Well, that's pre-1979.
Yeah, that's pre my time.
Because that's when Trevor Francis... Yeah, but you knew Trevor Francis.
Yeah.
And that was 79. And that was pre-you. So don't give me that twaddle.
I've just noticed that other time I'm holding... Is that a chocolate bar I got in my hand?
That's a phone.
Oh, is it a phone?
Because you've never, ever, ever, ever got it out of your hand.
Yeah, if people message me, Tara, I've got to reply and be polite, right?
It's a definite phone. Definitely a phone. Definitely a mobile. So we're just about to start again. We are still on 4. Who's Steve Daly by any way? Who's Steve Daly anyway? Steve Daly.
So, less than a minute, and then we will be back.
I still don't know who Steve Daly is.
I don't know either, to be honest with you. Name doesn't ring a bell.
Which football team haven't Manchester United ever beaten? Oh, here we go. Southend United. Probably because they've never played each other.
No, they have. Can you not remember when, was it Freddie Eastwood pinged in that free kick in the FA Cup in like 2009?
No, best team in the world, Freddie Eastwood. Free kick FA Cup.
There you go. There you go. I remember that game.
We'll figure. Right, let's talk of Southend United. Back to the poker, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
We are here. The live, obviously, the action tracker will catch up with all the names of the chip stacks. We are still on 4. Here we go.
So good evening everyone. If you're watching on the GUKPT website, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching from, there are 4 players left of the GUKPT main event. Everyone has locked up £15,750, 25k for third, 43 for second, and first will be taking home £62,000.
£62,000.
And the trophy.
So 4 players left. Steve Beam was the last man out in 5th. Stevie B for 10,000. What was it? 10,300.
Yes, 10,300.
Well
Steve
done,
Beam.
that man.
5-figure score.
Yep.
Don't look like we've missed too much regarding stack sizes. Don't look like they've fluctuated too much.
Stuart Kirby might have increased his stack by the looks of that.
Yeah,
Looks
actually.
like about a 2.5 mil. How we doing, Pixie? Back into the chat box. Brad Simpson thinks Southend United are the only team to have a 100% record against Man United. That could be true.
You don't mind that anyway.
You got 19 minutes, Kev.
Looks like Zen has got around about 3.3 million. All the chip counts and stacks and names get put back in, which is why there's no graphics at this moment in time. As soon as the players and the screen comes back on, that's when we can do it. There we go, Stuart. 2.7 mil.
So hopefully this will be the last hand with no hole card shown, and then everything should be back to normal.
Yep.
And we'll be covering this event till close, until we have a winner. Still plenty of chips in play. Stacks are fairly deep. And now we've got Stuart here, opening. And being rebet by Chuck, and Stuart's going to pill here. So heads up to the flop, unaware of holdings at the moment. Chuck has position, he has the betting lead. Ace, Jack 3, 2 hearts is the flop, so I'm expecting Chuck to continue here, unaware of what hand he has, but ace high board as the free better. He is going to put in a continuation bet and takes that one down. And hopefully now we'll have some hole cards back and everything will be up and running back to normal. But things closing up a bit. 2.4 mil, 1.8 mil, 2.4 mil, and looks like Zen's had a.
We've nearly got 50 bigs each.
Seems like
all of us.
Zen had a 4.8, I think, when the stream cut off, so I think he must have had a rocky little half hour. Still got chunks in front of him, building a wall.
Sam Orledge, final table, the free roll. Went out 6th for the fiver.
Fiver he didn't have before.
Exactly right. Could spin it up to 30. 30 into 100, 100 into 560. See you in Leeds.
So Blind of Blinds then going to complete in the small. Stu checks his option, heads up to the flop. Complete whiff for both players.
Yeah.
Stu does have a fake gut shot. Can find a 5 to make a straight, but we'll put a 4-liner out there to give an 8 a straight. So it's going to be a case of first bet wins here. Stuart bet 60k, and then just going to have to fold. Is that why they actually put a phone in my hand from the avatar then?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, I thought that was the actual reason. I'm a busy man tower.
Chaos. Pocket 8s. So the show stack is check with 1.6 mil.
Yep. Only time will tell. Brad asks if I think there'll be a chop or not. Your guess is as good as mine. There's been no discussion of a deal thus far, so it looks like it could just be playing it out. As you can see, plenty of chips in play, so
Four left. Blinds 30-60, small blind ante when there's 5 players or less.
oi, Charles Hill heads up in the free roll.
Go on, Charlie. Charles Hill plays a lot in Manchester. Final table, Manchester twice, I do believe.
It's got Stu making it 125 on the button, and Chuck with deuces hit in the small. Interesting to see how he proceeds. Just a quick count of his stack. He probably realises he's got a bit too much to shove, so it looks like he's going to come in for just a flat. And Chaos here, Queen 4 in the big blind. He's been defending very wide, Chaos, so he's definitely going to flick this one and get in this price.
Eight, 9, 10 is the flop.
Any good flop, Stuart?
Not a bad flop for Stuart.
Just not going to get paid.
How on earth do we get paid? 2 on the turn would be curtains.
I think he's just going to bet here, Stuart. Like when you flop straights, it's not really, you don't really want to trap. You want to start building the pot because we haven't got no 10, 9 or 8 in our hands, so our opponents can plausibly have all those holdings. So we want to start building a pot with ourselves. It's different when you like flop top set because you block top pair, but when you got a hand like a straight here, you want to start building the pot, start betting. In this case, though, both Chuck and Chaos complete with.
Are we back live on Facebook? Mark Bunting, live on Facebook, he says. Let's have a quick butchers. We are indeed. We're only back live.
Oi, oi, evening Facebook.
Armory left, Tom Knox. 4. Michael Retty answers the question. Good afternoon, Robbie, or good evening, Robbie Richmond. Anybody on Facebook watching, say hi.
Taking part today's bounty event. To start taking your seats, we will recommend in just under 1 minute time.
Let's please Mark Frost for 1-3. Mark Frost, 1-3.
140.
Hello, everybody. So I'm just wondering, because we're live at the beginning of the day on Facebook, and we had a crash, and we stopped and started again. I wonder if there's only a certain amount of time you can actually stream live on Facebook before it actually goes off, and the link disappears. That's what I'm thinking. Might be completely wrong,
Good evening, Mark.
but we do have the live stream back on Facebook. It's on Twitch.
And we do have action occurring because
Oi,
both
oi.
players here flopping top pair. Chuck has Zen out-kicked, so it's going to go bet call, and we will take a turn. But Chuck could potentially win a nice pot here. Definitely going to get another street of action unless an overcard to the queen rolls off, and 8 on the turn. So Zen going to be playing in flow here, and should be checking over to Chuck.
Yeah, just check.
And now we've got sort of a 2-street hand here as Chuck, so he may elect to check back and go for value on the river, or he may just choose to bet now and check back river. It's very hard to get 3 streets with this particular hand on this board. So there's the bet, and we're definitely not folding a Zen. There's plenty of bluffs Chuck can have here. He can have hearts, he can have double-barreled clubs. And we've also got a gut shot with our queen, so Zen won't be folding, but won't be raising either. Play here just to make the call, take a river, and play accordingly.
Afternoon today. Good evening, Dan Sherwood, watching live on Facebook. Good evening, sir. Bet of 280 and a call. And it pairs the 4 on the river.
Yeah, so now this should go check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Chuck's going to come in for thin value here. It's
Yeah,
just
check,
a bit
check.
too.
Now look at these stacks now. 2.7, 2.2 as check. Clicks in all the chips.
Yeah, stack sizes now. Have a look at this. 2.8, 2.7, 2.4, 2.2.
Get out the sleeping bags.
Try pick a winner out of that one. And that has pigeoned things right up.
Get out the sleeping bags, ladies and gentlemen. We've all got 6. We've all got 40 big blinds each. In fact, with the blinds, are the blinds 30-60? Yes, they are.
Oh, don't say that, Kev. If they chopped it now and I lose the bet by 7 minutes, that'd just be how I run.
You've got 7 minutes. Chop it up. I'll go and interview everybody. We'll get it over and done with by 18 minutes past, and we'll film you collecting the money off Jay.
KS here with pocket jacks makes it 130k. And Zen in the small with ace-8. We are 4-handed now, so as I always mention, the shorter-handed you are, relative hand strength does increase, and he's picked a wrong spot to come in for this 3-bet here, Zen. I don't mind it. We've got an ace blocker in the small. If we want to continue with this hand, prefer a 3-bet over a flat, so can get behind it from Zen. Unfortunately, we've just run in to the top of Chaos's range here, who just moves all in, and Zen's going to have an easy fold now.
Yep.
And now, I think he's going to be chip leader now, Chaos, going from bottom in chips, chip leader in one hand. After Zen eventually comes to the decision to fold. Oi oi, Carpet Catcher won the GUKPT free roll.
Yes, well done, Carpet Catcher. Charles was second. Well done, Charles. Just counting out his stack. It's all his chips. Well, it's 2 million. Apart from 5 big blinds, is won't be calling. There we go. We will not be calling. $15 minutes to go until the end of this session, and then a 15-minute break. 5 minutes and counting for the £20. I'm sure I agreed to it as well. It was me that instigated it all by doing £1 a minute over.
Yeah, it was.
I instigated it all.
Oh, well, does that mean you need a cut? Is that what you're saying?
I think we'll have a drink. I think we'll have 2 drinks. Blinds 30-60 with a 5k, with a 30k small blind ante. Yeah, absolutely brilliant comeback from Zen when he was all in for like 10 bigs early doors.
He did start the day as a chip leader.
I know, yeah.
It was like a roller coaster.
Like the biggest roller coaster ever.
First session. Obviously, he had the 4-bet rip with King Queen versus Freddie early in the day. Just went for the cake, but ran into aces, and that left him short. But then span it up again. But this has really tightened up stack sizes here. Dan Doran asked on Twitch how many left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. 4 players remaining. Everyone locked up. £15,300. First place 62k. Stuart on the button here. 9-8 suited. Going to come in for an open. Won't be letting this one go. Smash. Oops. What was that?
That was a glass or 2, I reckon.
Or 5. Sorry about that background noise, guys.
Was there an earthquake or something?
It was in Vegas.
Oh look, you got your phone in your hand. Hey Yanis, how are you? Oh, what's this for?
I haven't got change from.
What's this for? What are you betting with Yanis? What you done now?
I took under half 12 finish straight.
Who's gone under?
15-minute clock they're playing now.
Who's gone under?
Yeah, 15-minute clock.
Who's gone under? You can't believe you're betting without Yanis, and Yanis is telling me bets that lose. Not having that. Yanis, can you just tell me that tennis bet?
I've never won a bet against Yanis.
Don't tell me that was a bad tennis bet. Don't tell me that.
4 match points to win £1 million, and he lost. Hey.
So, just deterred away from the action there after the smash of the glasses in the background.
Yeah,
but
that did sound like a chandelier coming down, didn't it? But it wasn't. It was just a tray full of drinks. Good evening, Dave. Dave Blacklaw is watching on Facebook.
Evening, Dave.
Can't be asked to come down to London to work. He had to go to Blackpool for a weekend with family instead. Did you see the picture of his head yesterday?
No.
Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't, no.
He's got a bright red head because he decides not to put suntan lotion on. And he looked like a beetroot. Hey. How are we doing, Dave?
He's not used to the sun up in Scotland, though, is he?
No, not at all. It's when it gets to 14 degrees, people wear shorts and vest tops. So Zen involved again. King 6.
Might come in for a lead here, Zen, after Stuart checks back flop, but I'm gonna check. But we got a clear bet now here, Stuart, especially after checking back flop here with the pocket jacks. But we got a clear bet now here, Stuart, over pair to the board. We've checked flop. We've just got the best hand so often here. Zen's going to be leading all his 2-pair plus. So bet from Stuart 175k, and Zen with King 6 here. Just going to flick in the call and take a river. Ooh, King on the river. 2-pair for Zen.
And get the chips back.
He should be checking here still. I know we've rivered 2-pair, but Stu is going to have plenty of King X in his range, and even if he doesn't have a hand that has showdown value, there's a lot of the time he is going to represent that King. So, although it didn't work on this occasion, good check from Zen. What's going on here, Tower? Yanis coming over. Are we on break? What's happening here? Deal discussion.
Well, the chip counts at this moment in time are 2,455,000 for Zen, 2,460,000 for Stuart, 2,595,000 for Checkley, and Chaos Christescu has got 2,255,000. There is like 2 big blinds between all 4 stacks. And the clock was paused at 21:19. Oh man.
Hold on, there's no confirmation yet. I've got to discuss it first. I'm alright, Kev. Worst case scenario, I'll do a score and I get an early finish. Worst case scenario, I win a score and I work a bit later. It's
well, there you go. We play on. There is £1,000 taken off each player to play for £4,000.
Oh, carrying on, Kev.
So £35,713 to Zen, £35,743 to Stuart, £36,554 to Chuck Lee, and Case Christescu £34,440. That's done by ICM. I think that's the closest ICM I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is one hell of a close ICM chop, that. As I'll probably agree to, you're not ever, especially four-handed, ICM chop to heads up. Usually,
evening, Paul. Paul Spillane. Just pinked to Goliath seat. Very nice indeed. Well done, sir. What day are you playing the Goliath? Because what you can do now is, once the token's in your account, is click online while you're there and click on the day one that you play. Well done. The game continues. The bet is won. I'm on £1 a minute over. So how does this affect the game?
Well,
they've all locked up 35,000k each.
Like when
is chunks. There's £1,000 to play for from each person, so 4,000 extra. But
I just think
everybody will want the title, won't they?
Yeah, of course you want the title. It's very prestigious to win a GUKPT main event, especially this one as well, because this is a record-breaking field, 488 entries, so they're all going to want the title. But I just think now things will open up a bit. We might see people making more moves. It's only another $4,000 compared to the 35k they've locked up. It's like an extra 10, just under 10%. So I just think things are going to open up and potentially could be done within a couple of hours now.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how things go. Did you say there was a change to the clock as well? Did I overhear that?
No, 45-minute clock.
45-minute
Yeah,
clock.
45-minute clock with 5 people left. Paul Spillane's reg for day 1G.
Yeah, he won a satellite ticket
Good man.
to the Goliath earlier on
Well
the
done.
online client. But we are down in Coventry in 3 weeks' time for the biggest event outside of Vegas,
We
the
are.
Goliath. David Hay, who's literally sat about 5 metres away from us,
Yes.
is going to be there.
Playing the 1K satellite. They have a £1,000 monthly event here that normally gets between 40 and 50 runners. And Kevin Jackson at 9:15, I was just ready to laugh. But we still have a long time to go, I reckon. 4-way chop done, 35,000 locked up, 4,000 to the winner extra. Who's it going to be?
So Kaz here with Queen 10 under the gun, Chook with pocket 8s in the big blind. Like here, for example, Chook might choose to just move all in. There we go.
He has got a hand though.
Exactly what I was about to say,
He
but
does have a hand.
he wouldn't take this shove spot if there hadn't been a deal done.
No. Do you not think?
No.
Would he just raised?
No, he probably would have just flattered versus Chaos, who's actually probably been the most solid player at the final table in terms of tightness. So there's a shove from Chook. He's locked up 35 grand. He's not fussed. He's not fussed about the other 4. He just wants to have fun now. Who wins the trophy? He wins the trophy.
Fraser McIntyre's got 400,000 going into day 3 tomorrow.
Go on, Fraser.
Well done, Fraser McIntyre. Not that he'll be listening.
Yeah.
John S. Bust. He's playing the small one drop thingy. Oh, World Series main event is over for Richie Pearson. His missus has texted he's just bust. Oh, Richie P.
Mine's up every round.
Everyone's wants 20 minutes. 20 minutes off the break.
Whatever. Everyone has to agree on it.
Next time.
We'll discuss after the break.
Omaha round.
Oh, my man.
Round of the week.
Oh, that's not good, man. Yeah, I know, that's not good, man. It hit your ring so hard, man. I know what's happening. It's not full, man. What can I do, man? I know. Fucking caught. Why not shop?
They've chopped it up. Looks like there's a break in 2 minutes as well.
Is that really?
Yeah.
How long? 15? I don't know, I always ask you, Tao, like you know the answer to everything. Like you've been sat next to me, you sat next to me the whole time I'm here, I just expect you to know everything. It's
Everything.
yeah.
So £35,000 each. How will it make the difference to the final 4? How will they play? Will they loosen up? Will they lock up and want to play for the title? Or will it just carry on as normal? What do we think?
We're on Twitch. Thanks, Jay and Tower. Great weekend and hand analysis. Catch you both at the Goliath. I'll tune in from Tenerife. Cheers, Warren.
Excellent. Yeah, my hand analysis is amazing. Jay's learning everything he knows off the tower. Yeah, it's been a great week. It has been a great week. Luckily, we didn't miss any action when we had that slight blip.
You have been learning. You have been learning, Tower. I see you don't lead bottom pair on ace high boards no more.
Just had a slap. Yeah, 35,000. One of the biggest. Well, the biggest 500.
So that's it. We're on break. We'll see you in, I'm guessing, 15 minutes. We're back earlier. Then it'll be a nice little surprise.
What's happening now?
15-minute break, I think.
Well, they've decided that the dealer's not shuffling. There's 25 seconds on the clock, and they decide we'll leave the pictures on because we think it's 15 minutes. We'll just leave the pictures on. We'll go for a cup of tea, and we'll be back with the final four who've all locked up 35,000 for the title. Back. That's not a 15-minute. What's happening here? The clock's now striking on as if. As if there's no break. Where is everybody? Oh, well done, Kevin. Good shout with the timing. We were 4 hours later than that, I must admit. So well done to you. But we are still carrying on. There is a break in play, as you can see. We think it's 15 minutes, so we'll just leave the pictures on. Back shortly.
Can we double charges, please? Can we double charges? Please, there's a collision today. Bounty side event. Your new blood level is now 8 under, 16 under with a 16 run big blind ante. That's blinds up next to the deal. 8 under, 16 under with a 16 big blind ante. Thank you.
Double for me.
10. Go 10.
Anche non c'erano. Anche non c'erano.
Are we back yet? What's happening?
Well, should be back in about 5 minutes' time.
What's happening, man?
Yeah,
Are we back?
3 minutes, clock in the background there. I think that says 3 minutes, 40
Oh,
seconds.
So they took the full 15. Okay.
I told them to because of mine and Kev's bet. I said, take the old 15. No funny business, guys.
Take the lot. We'll be doing a bit of colouring up. So, they've chopped it. 35,000 each. Amazing chip count. Absolutely amazing chip count considering there's 4 players left. Absolutely amazing. That's the... Oops, sorry about that. That's gone a little bit skew with. No, not what I intended. Yeah, there's been a chop. As you can see right there, 35,730, 35,000, 36, 34. That's as close as an ICM as you could ever get.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever seen numbers like that again, but... Yeah. No, Brad, to be honest with you, yes, we are 30 minutes behind, but we don't get fed any information on what's happening out there. It's as much as a surprise for us as it is for you guys.
Yep.
Feature tables on one side of the room, we're in a
Miles
little,
away. We're at the bar.
Yeah, we're basically where the bar is in a little
Talking
little
of the bar,
section.
talking of the bar, they've got a new lager range in every Grosvenor casino.
Okay.
Has everybody tried the Hop House 13 lager? Stunning. Made by Guinness, apparently.
So 4 left.
4.
And 2 minutes left on the clock. What a day it's been. What an event it's been. Record-breaking numbers.
Yep. So here they come. Oi, oi. Here come the boys. So it's all chopped up, 35 grand each. Well done, everybody. Yes, new lager, Hop House 13, delicious. Absolutely beautiful. And they do star promo. $15? Wow. They've chopped it up. They've chopped it up and watch the clock when it strikes down to 0. They're playing for £1,000 each, that's £4,000 extra. They've all locked up 35 grand. Watch the clock in the top right hand corner.
I'm watching.
Are you watching?
Yeah, I'm still watching.
Oh, yeah, alright, we're still watching.
Nothing's happening yet, Tower.
No. No, I know it's been on the market for a while, but and I've had it in Wetherspoons, but Grosvenor's got it, and I go into Grosvenor casinos a lot, so I'm quite happy. There you go. Look at the clock in the top corner. It's a 15-minute clock.
When did that happen? I was literally staring at it, waiting for it to change. I look away for 1 second and
It's
it
a
changes.
15-minute clock. Yeah, I know it's been on sale. I know Wetherspoons have got the contract for it, Hop House 13. But it's in every Grosvenor casino now in the country, and it's delicious. They've also got Star Promo and a few extra drinks as well. But as Sarah says, it's been on the market for quite a while. It has, and I have had it before, but it's now in all the Grosvenor casinos. It's a 15-minute clock. Kevin could have been. If it had been a 15-minute clock before the ICM, you could have won the money.
Yeah, if it had been a 15-minute clock since day one, Kev, I think you would have been over the line.
They have chopped the lot. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone that's been tuning in all weekend throughout the day.
And I don't think I've ever seen a 15-minute clock four-hander before.
Well, I have, but not in a GUKPT main event. I've seen four-handed 15-minute clocks, but not in a GUKPT main event. Put it that way. Stuart coming in for an open on the button with King 10 here, and Chuck going to get out of the way with Jack 5. Chaos with the King Queen.
Well, this could be over in 10 minutes, couldn't it?
Well, we are still fairly deep. It just comes down to how these guys are going to adjust to having 30 odd K locked up now. And we can see here Stuart actually...
Raise, bet, call. Yeah, King 10, King Queen.
Like, Stuart would never peel King 10 here usually,
No,
I don't
ever.
think. The way he's been playing.
Here we go, it's all going in.
Has he flopped the flush? He's flopped the flush.
We've
Stuart's
got
got
top pair,
top
decent kicker, and we've got the second nut flush.
It's all about action flop. And because just over one SPR in the middle, Stuart's probably just going to shove here with top pair.
Yep.
And that will be it, because he's drawing dead to running boats. And it looks like we're going to have 3 players. There's the all-in triangle, and he gets beat into the pot.
Stu Kirby is drawing to running 10s and kings.
Or running 3s, running 4s, running 3s, running 4s.
He's drawing thin.
Yeah, very thin. I think we can all agree on that.
So, because of the deal, Stu Kirby is happy with £35,743. And that is it.
That's it. Stuart Kirby in 4th place.
Well done, Stuart.
Really impressed with him over the course of the weekend. Really came to play. And
Kevin says, wish there was a prize for a post clock for ICM spot on. So we're down to 3.
And Chaos, the chip leader, 5.4 million. You got to remember, we are still playing for 4K. They've all locked around 35k up, but we are still playing for £4,000.
Could you actually chop that if you got like heads up?
If they wanted to.
Can we do 2 each?
It's their provocative, it's their money.
Yeah.
They can do what they want with it. If they want it, then why not? But I don't think we're going to see any more chopping occurring now.
No.
You can see the mood's changed at the table. It's not as serious anymore. Everyone's happy with their payday, and now it's just about enjoying the final moments of the event for these 3 players.
Just wow. So we're down to 3. How do these play this now? Chaos. We could have a 3-way all in.
Chaos in with 7-5 off. Check.
Well, if it comes 7 out, I'm going to say if it comes 7 out, it could get into trouble.
It does actually have the best of it here, Chaos.
Yeah, Stu Kirby would never be playing that hand like it did. But that's just the way it is. We locked up 35 in a bit. Thanks for coming. That'll do me nicely. Came 80th in the Big 50 in Vegas for nearly $13,000. 28,000 runners. How many did they pay in that?
I believe they
About
paid 4,000 places.
4,000
places. How'd you get on? I came 4,000.
Oh no, yeah, I
but
got paid.
I still made a monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
So things are going to loosen up now with these 3 at the table after they've locked up this amount of money. The only way we'd see things tighten up if Eddie One Push was still in.
Just imagine what Eddie would be doing.
He'd still be playing his game. He'd still somehow have 6 big blinds.
You can put your money on the 1 card now, and you can cash out anywhere around the country. I like it, Barney. We are just about to conclude the biggest 500 we have had. We are 3 away Well, 2 away from the title. 3 players left from 488. Road Eddie One Push. You want to ask Eddie One Push if he'd be a partner for the tag team, because Eddie just don't play a hand and he's cashed in 100% of events we've ever seen him.
The problem is Brad will come back after every time they rotate in the tag team event and have sub 10 big blinds.
He just never plays a hand.
That's
He
does
could
it
be
well.
the best tag team partner you could think of.
He's a grinder and a very good one at that.
He is a grinder,
gets on the right side
and
of
he's
the money.
100% cashes in all GUKPTs he's ever played.
Snap call, Queen 6. I'm having some of that, says Chaos. And Zen with King Jack. He's like, I've been called by Queen 6.
What's Yanis got involved for? Yeah, get out of the way, son. He looks at the camera. He turns around. So, we do have an all in the call, Queen 6, King Jack. The King Jack is all in.
Clean run out so far.
4 of 6 needed, and we're down to 2.
It's
It's
a
not.
5.
So, Zen doubles.
The classic King Jack versus Queen 6 free-handed of a main event. But good to see spirits this is being played in now.
I got 9-7 this time. No one got a pair. I got 9-7. We are not dominating.
There's a trophy. Push and pull. There you go. Vacant position filled. Paul Spillane.
Just got to walk with aces. Chuck just got to walk with aces. How's that stuff happen? It's gone absolutely crazy since the deal, and then Chuck just gets a walk with aces. How's this stuff happen?
Three-hander there.
Three-hander gets aces, gets a walk.
I don't think I can bring this push. Hey, now.
Jackson suited for Zen. He's just moved all in, and Chaos going to fold in the big blind with the 8-6 of spades. So
Chaos hasn't folded yet. The one gappers. The one gappers, we could easily call this. We've locked it up. Get him in. He's got it in. It's in the middle. Oh man, we could be heads up.
let's go spinning.
We could be heads up.
8-6 suited just gets it in.
The
Biggest
biggest GUKPT has come down to a 15-minute clock and 3 all in with 8-6.
34 bigs, 8-6 suited. Let's have a go.
Thanks a lot, Kev. Been a fun commentary and analysis. See you all at the Goliath.
Dose
And
for
be
a
lucky.
chop.
We
Dose
will.
for a chop. Dose for a chop.
Oh man.
Oh, it's a free.
So we're
And,
down to 2.
we lose Chaos with the 8-6 of spades, and he's taking home £34,440 that had been agreed during the deal.
Absolutely.
And now I'm hoping we're not going to have a break, because we just came back off one, and the way things are going, this could be over very soon. So heads up between Zen and Czech.
I don't understand, man. Anyways.
Cheers, Kev.
So
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the Goliath.
Yes. Make sure you come and say hello to us at the Goliath. We do wander around with microphones all day in the comms box.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be long.
Everybody who tunes in at some point should be at the Goliath. Hope to see you all there. You can always come and say hello. Barney Curley is off as well. Thank you very much, buddy. See ya at Goliath.
Yeah. English.
So it heads up. 2 eliminations straight away because of the chop. Who's going to win the title? Is it going to be Zen? Is it going to be Zen, Xiao, or is it going to be
Chuck Lee?
Chung Lee? Chuck Lee.
Although I can't find the whole bucket, but I can play some pop to it.
Jack 10-4, a rainbow flop.
Hey.
Thanks, Tristan. Cheers for tuning in. Unlucky this weekend as well. We played well from what we saw of you on the featured table.
Unfortunately, I won't be at the MPN in London in 2 weeks' time. Things changed, and we're not doing London. Hope to be in Malta, but you never know. But fingers crossed for Malta. Things changed for London, and unfortunately won't be there unless they invite me to come and play, which I'll do that. I don't mind that. Obviously got wanted to play the MPN, but I wanted to do the comms and the MPN. I told him Prague, but things changed. Nothing to do with me, but it is what it is. Budgie's got his ticket. Budgie's not going to budge. Donuts for the boys, says Sarah. We cannot wait. Play with Chuck. He chopped the mini main for 5,000. He's chopped the main event as well. He has played this game with a smile on his face for 4 days.
The double chop.
A double chopper.
It's not quite what Adam Owen done in Leeds, but it's very close to it. And especially with the fields as well. You've got to think 600 plus runner field in the mini main, chops it. Nearly a 500 runner field here, chops it.
Giants play as well.
And they say there's no skill in this game, some people.
Yeah.
And Zen's all in with 7-4, have some of that. And Chuck going to spin it with the Queen Jack.
Yes. This could be it. This could be it. We could have a champion.
Jack 9 at 3, the flop. So diamonds on the turn. We've got some redraws with the 7-4, 8 or a diamond would do the job. Actually, ain't no good. Ain't no good. Just the diamond. Don't know where this river card's gone. River. Got to scream if it comes a diamond now, and you got to wait this long for the river. And it's a 4, no good. So he will double up.
So everybody's looking forward to Goliath in 3 weeks' time. We are too. Eric's got his ticket in the flip tonight. Well done, Eric.
I've got to give a shout out to the old DCM, the Duncow mob in Stevenage, all watching, tuning into the live stream.
The Duncow mob? What's that then?
It's a pub. It's a pub in Stevenage where they play some poker from time to time, and they're all tuned in.
The Duncow mob. Like it. Good evening.
You walk in there, Tower, you walk out with no
Always a
money.
pleasure.
That's how the dun cow
Nice
works.
one, Andrea.
You walk in with money, you walk out with none.
Yeah. You have to wipe your feet on the way out.
Yeah,
Is that what kind of pub it is?
It's great pub, great people in there. I haven't actually been in a long, long time. I'll need to make a little appearance soon.
Okay. So everybody's getting tickets for the Goliath. Twin Look's on his way. See you both at the Goliath. Great commentary as always. Thank you very much. Twin Look, we'll
Cheers,
see
Twin Look.
you in Coventry in 3 weeks' time. Everybody's on the way to Coventry. And that's the way it should be.
I want it.
We are heads up for the title in
I think one now.
London.
I win the Tony.
Yeah, we've got to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in throughout the weekend, whether you've been watching on Twitch, the GUKPT website, YouTube or Facebook. It's been a great event and wouldn't be possible without everyone that tunes in
Yeah.
throughout
There's
the
Brad.
weekend.
See you in Conf.
Yeah, cheers Brad, see you in Coventry.
I think Brad's coming all week, isn't he?
Yeah, Brad's there for the whole week,
Good old Brad. He's there all week.
which means more food for us.
Budgie's playing the Thursday the 1st, which is the second penultimate day one.
Pixels on Twitch asked why do people turn straight into donkeys this late, 7-4 really. There has been a deal made.
Yes,
Tra
35 grand
Pixels,
each.
they've all taken around 35k each and they're just playing for 4k. So unfortunately there's not going to be too much hand analysis in this heads up battle because
No.
they're doing unorthodox things that they wouldn't be doing if there was still 60k
Yeah.
up top. So just going to enjoy it as the tournament closes out between Zen and Chuk.
So everybody's choosing days, and if you are just tuning out and you are definitely playing a certain day at Goliath, make sure you pre-reg in your local casino or even online, because it'll just save queuing up.
Yeah, will do. You'll be straight in. You can just turn up at 5 to 11
Yeah.
on your day one, and your name will be on the screen. You get your seat, you'll already be in. And there's nothing wrong with pre-regging now if you're not even sure, because you can unreg stuff from the holding tank before the Goliath kicks off. So try and get yourself in early, just to make sure when you do get there, you're not on the alternates list and you get seated straight away.
One thing you can't do is buy into multiple day ones pre-flop. You're not allowed.
Pre-flop?
Yeah. You're not allowed. You have to pick your day that you're playing, and you can't buy into more than one day one. It has to be done one at a time.
So Chuk going for value on the river there after spiking a 9.
Czech Lee also finished second in the London Deep Stack earlier last month for 16,000. Chopped the mini main for 5, and has now chopped the main for 35.
And in huge fields as well, that's the thing, like,
Yeah.
it's huge fields. So blinds are 50k, 100k, clock's been reduced to 15 minutes after the deal was done. This was all agreed by the players, just to get things finished a bit quicker. Playing for 4k and the trophy and the winner's picture, obviously. Wayne on Twitch, yes, so we'll go live on the Saturday, 27th of July, day one out of the Goliath. We are there for the whole week. We'll be down there for 10 days, coverage every day of the main event. There may be some coverage of some sides as well. I think we might do an hour or two of the Women's Championship like we done last year, because people did seem to enjoy that. Budgie, if you're playing Thursday day one, can you still play the Joker's Wild? Well, you can if you bust. You can still be in the Goliath and enter the Joker's Wild at the same time, but it's going to be hard because you're going to be blinding out on one of your tables. But play the day one on the Thursday if you bust. Maybe late reg the Joker's Wild could be an option rather than buying into both and doing a Sean Deeb and running from table to table. So stacks are actually evened up again now. Chook had a 4-1 chip lead, but Zen, after the double with the Queen Jack suited, sorry, Chook with a double after with the Queen Jack suited. Now stacks fairly even. Queen 10-9, 2 spade flop. So up and down for Zen here with the Jack Deuce. Complete whiff for Chook in the big blind. Zen should be coming in for a bet here, and Chook's just going to insta them up before the chips even go over the line. And he's going to take that one. If you want to keep up to everything, up to date with everything regarding Grosvenor Poker, you can find us on social media, Grosvenor Poker on Twitter and Facebook, and for live stream coverage, YouTube and Twitch/GUKPT. And if you are watching on Twitch, make sure you do hit that like button and follow button, and then you will get a notification every time that we go live. So Queen 8 on the button for Chook. Going to open here, heads up. Going to be opening large amount of hands on the button, and it's just raise and take. Cheers Jamie, well done on your run. Great cash, and played very well on the featured table as well. It was good to watch. Thanks for tuning in for the remainder of the day as well. I'll see you at the Goliath. So Jack 5 for Zen on the button. He has been limping. He's gone for opting for the limp button strategy, and Chook's just going to check his option with the king tray. Ace Queen 3, the flop, bottom pair for Chook. 9 of clubs on the turn. Might come in for a little bet here now, Chook, but he's actually going to check it over to Zen, who's going to come in for a bluff with the old Jack 5. Heads up, Chook should be calling once here. It's hard to make a pair in this game, and we've got a pair, so we're going to call once and take a river, which is the 4 of spades. Now it's down to whether Zen is going to double barrel here. Personally, I know we've done a deal, but looking at it from a standard spot perspective, I like the double barrel here, simply because you expect Chook to lead any ace or queen X on the turn once we check back flop, so this double barrel can target some 9x and 3x hands to fold, and it's exactly what Chook does actually have here, a 3x hand. But what's going to be going through Chook's head here is why have you checked back flop with an ace-x hand, but a good player here could go for 2 streets with king queen, queen jack, queen 10, those type of holdings, and does flick in the call, makes a nice call with bottom pair, and going to take the pot, and that means stack sizes are almost identical now between these two, but blinds are going to be rushing up because we are on that 15-minute clock. So if you have just tuned in, we got down to a 4-handed, and a 4-way chop was agreed between Zen Xiao, Chook Lee, Chaos and Stu Kirby, they all took home around £35,000. There's 4k left in the pot to play for between these two, and the trophy, of course. So the old GTO aces, ace 5 suited on the button for Chuck, will be opening this hand, and it's just going to limp. No open from him. And Zen just going to check his option with the king 3. Not sure where our flop's at. There it is. Queen 10 3, 7 on the turn, checks both streets, 9 on the river. So the ace 5 of spades at Chuck is going to get the check mark, and king 3 goes into the mark. Chuck's going to take a small one.
So we're still heads up. We lost 2 relatively quickly and relatively cheaply. Oh man, nice one, Jamie Nix. All the best. Is Brad still looking for a partner?
Yeah, he's doing everything to try and get me to play with him. I told him I can't play, Brad. I'm working. Unless you can speak to the powers that be and you can wangle me in, there's not much I can do, Brad. I'm going to be sat in the comms box.
King 9 7, 5 of spades on the turn.
So this is actually quite funny, this spot, because it's the exact same scenario as last hand, except this time Zen does actually have a 9, which is second pair on the flop, and he should be coming in for a second street of value now with his 9x. A good player here knows that his best hand's going to be ace 9 here, and we just want to extract value from some worse 9x, some 7x potentially as well. So here's the really nice value bet here on the river from Zen, and it's the exact same spot that Chuck's in as he was last hand. It'd be interesting to see if he can make the correct decision again and actually fold here. But it's a very, very similar hand to the one we just saw Zen double barreling, but this time for value, which is good to see. So it shows how balanced he is. Does the same thing with his bluffs as he does with his value. This time Chuck makes the right decision again. He makes the fold when he's behind, he calls when he's in front, and that is most certainly going to make the money.
Brad's
in this
still
game.
angling. Who do I need to talk to?
I don't know, Brad.
It'd either be Andy Booth or it'd be Ian Bryan, and they both say sorry, he's working. Because that's what we are. That's what we're there to do.
I'm there to commentate. I'm not there to play, unfortunately. I wish I was there for both, but I can only do one, unfortunately.
Absolutely. We might do a raffle. Who wants to be Brad's partner? Let's get a raffle going.
You go to pull the tickets out of the hat, there won't be any in there. And the winner is... Only joking, Brad.
You've got 3 weeks. There's plenty of time.
Probably about 300 people watching from everywhere at the moment, Brad. So everyone watching...
And the rest.
If
That's 300 people logged in.
If you are watching and you want to be Brad Simpson's tag team partner at the Goliath,
stick your hand up.
Send him a message on Facebook.
If you're sat in front of your laptop screen right now or your Facebook on your phone, stick your hand up. So Dara is excited for the Goliath. Then Flippin goes in the morning at 10 AM. We will be there. Well, we will definitely be there at 10 AM every morning for 45 minutes, playing for seats into the Goliath for £13.
So Chuck this time, the one to flop middle pair. Zen going to come in for a bet. we've got stone cold bottom of our range, 5 high. It's never a bad thing to bet it once, see if we can just take the pot down there with a stab, but in this case Chook has to call with middle pet. Do have some nice double barrel candidates on the turn with 5-4 of hearts as well. We can barrel on 3s,
9
hearts.
Trip 9s, flush draw.
I don't actually mind the double barrel here from Zen, looking at it in a vacuum, but he would get snapped off. Ooh!
Boom!
Big,
there's the flush.
Big hand brewing here. Heads up, this is going to go bet raise, and then Chook's going to be in the spot, especially with the king of hearts here. So Chook's coming for a bet, and Zen's going to raise here, and depending on the sizing that he goes, be interesting to see the decision Chook comes to. The worst problem Chook's got here, he's got the king of hearts in his hand, so it's actually a key blocker in terms of flushes that Zen can have. So Zen going to come in for value. Looks like a chunky bet here, and now Chook knows that his hand's a bluff catcher, unless he wanted to pull out the boss 3-bet bluff here and turn his trips into a bluff, which isn't out of the realms of possibility. It's actually a really good hand to do it with, but too
tables are flush, does Zen.
Too strong for showdown. He probably thinks with trip 9s there, and Zen takes that one down. But if Chook shoves there, it probably works. We block the boats, we block the nut flush. It's actually a really nice potential bluff spot, because Zen's going to fold his bluffs anyway there, but we can potentially get him to fold some flushes, and he can't have the nut flush because we've got the king of hearts in our hand. But
so now Zen, big favourite to take the title and the extra 4,000. We are on a 15-minute clock, by the way. 400, they decided to chop it all the way, take 1,000 off each person, so it's 35,000 each and 4,000 to play for. And then they decided, let's play a 15-minute clock, as you do.
so Chook on the bar and 5 deuce of clubs makes it 260 to go, and Zen this time not getting it in with 7-4. We had like a mad 15 minutes after the deal was done, and then like it's like slowly slowed up again, but then it can't, because the blinds are just going to be increasing so drastically now on this 15-minute clock. Like in half hour's time we're going to be playing 100k, 200k, and there's only going to be 50 bigs in play. So although stacks are fairly even, I can't see this lasting more than another hour.
Did Kev have 10-19?
10-19, yeah.
10-19.
So check, putting in the raise with the 8 deuce here out of the big blind, and Zen having none of it with the king 7 going to peel in position.
6 jack 6.
But he's going to win this pot, Chook.
Yeah.
Oh, he's checked.
Oh.
Should be continuing here. We're going to make it 4x out of the big blind with 8 deuce. Got to be continuing on a paired board. We're just going to print folds from Zen, but it will definitely be continuing on this this turn. We're going to have all the ace-X here, especially once Zen limps button. He's not going to have too many ace-X that are limping on the button. A lot of them are going to open. So as Chook here, we're aware that we've got a lot more ace-X in our range here than Zen has, so we can come out and fire. And Zen is not folding with king high. Might have something to do with the size in there. Would Chook really bet 500k into 800k with an ace, or would he want to extract value off some worse hands? And we're going to chop this up if this gets the showdown, and it's a check from Chook. And now Zen, is he going to come in for a bet here. He understands he's playing the board, but a lot of the time Chuck's range here is ace-x. Chuck's going to check his ace on the river here when the jack rolls off. And wow, Zen says have some of that. And Chuck instamucks and gets him off a chop. And now starting to increase his chip lead, Zen.
Zoldara, what size backpack can we take to the Goliath, as it got stopped a few times last year and it was the smallest backpack ever?
1.2 metres by 45 centimetres.
No, 1.2 metres on your back. Some people aren't as tall as that.
One of them big, what are they called? Hiking bag. Is it a hiking bag?
I'm not sure, to be fair. Obviously they've got rules and safety regulations, but I really am not sure.
Zoldara, what you can do, you may not be able to get through the front desk with it, but you can leave it at the front desk. They'll give you a ticket, and then they'll just put it out in the back room, and when you need it, just go to the front desk.
I suppose if you show them what's in it and show them there's nothing harmful in it, you should be able to take it down with you, I thought. I would have thought, anyway. But we don't know the local rules, and we don't know what their local rules are.
And if they ask why you got such a big backpack, say because I've got to put 100k cash in it after I win the Goliath.
So this could be it. All in and a call. Check's got 7s against the King 4. So this could be it.
If a king comes.
If we get... Oh, that's a nice lot for sevens.
Yeah, just a boat, so no runners for running spades for the King 4, and that's dead on the turn. Was drawing super thin on that flop, and Chuck gets a double up. So once again, stack sizes are fairly even. And this one just not ending.
So Chuck's got more chips now, he's chip leader. Take a man bag. Ah, that makes sense. I reckon you can. What day is it, Brad, that you're on about coming down with the buffet in your cooler bags? Can you let us know? And then what we'll do is, because you're doing that for the team and the staff, obviously we'll let them know that you're doing it for us, and we'll make sure that it comes through. It's a very nice gesture, by the way.
A lovely gesture. I put on about a stone last year at the Goliath, thanks to Brad.
Monday. Well, if it's Monday, we'll have a word with the staff and the front desk, and obviously because it's something nice and something good that you've doing for the team, then we'll have words and we'll make you a special badge. We'll get you a pass. Yeah, Monday the 29th. There's only one Monday at the Goliath. Well, Monday home time is on the other Monday. The second Monday at the Goliath is home time. King 7 against King 6. Plenty of opportunities if we get a call.
Yeah, it'll end up in a chop more often than not if...
Oh shit.
As a kid, this is chopping it up. I reckon we're chopping it up.
Yeah, we're going to chop this more often than not.
Ace, Jack,
Whoa, we
6.
found a 6!
We've found a 6, we've got a flush draw.
Got to fade the heart, and we have a champion.
Oh, the King of Hearts! Wowzers! Swap him round.
Here you go, your turn to have the chip lead, Zen.
Yeah, Zen's now got 6.5 mil.
To you. To me. To you.
Wow, it could have been all over. Yeah, we will definitely have a word with reception, Brad, and we'll sort that out for you. There shouldn't be a problemo. Who's on ice cream duty? At Goliath, it could be any one of us.
Yep.
Well, we're going to Tesco every day for his salad and his bananas and his grapes.
I can't believe you drive to Tesco's instead of walk.
Who walks?
Because it's quicker to walk than it is to drive. You know that. Just out the back of the Rico, and you're there.
No idea. Yeah, we'll get that sorted, and I'll send you a message. 3 weeks' time, Goliath. Woohoo! 10 days of fun. 10 days of 15-hour days.
Can't wait. The good thing about the Goliath though is it's not like we're in 2 hours and we get a break. We have so many people in and out of the comms box. All the pros are there. They all do a bit of commentary.
Yeah.
If you want to come in and do some comms, just ask me or Tower. I'm sure it will be
Absolutely,
fine.
yeah.
We get the online guys, Tom, Kit, Alex. They all do some comms as well. And you never know, we might get David Hay in there as well. It could be a possibility, but we've got another all in. And once again, this one more often chops up than not.
Have we got a champion? Does Zen win the lot?
And that's chop it up. Unless there's a 6 or a 3 or running clubs.
Flush.
Three on the turn, so it's going to be role reversal again. So now Chuck
Unbelievable.
with the 2-1 chip lead. To me, to you, to me.
How happy is Chuck Lee, by the way?
Yeah, he's a happy guy. Look, I hadn't seen Zen smile this much until he was heads up with Chuck all tournament. It just brings out the best in people.
So the blind's going up in about 30 seconds time because it's a 15-minute clock. That might have to be written into the rules. If you do if you chop it up, it goes to a 15-minute clock. That'd be great. Wowzers. So who is going to be our new champion?
Pen 1, was it?
What was the biggest day Flight 1 chip last year? It was the winner.
It was the winner. He had the chip lead day 1, day 2 and day 3 at the end of day 3 because he won it.
Brad's got it bang on.
Florian Duter
1 million, the winner.
held the chip lead the whole tournament.
The
really.
only person ever to have 1 million chips or more on a day 1A. Or on a Flight 1.
I heard through the grapevine, last level of the day 1A, he got it in Kings versus Aces for 1 million chip pot and found a king.
Wow.
So that's obviously was a big factor in it. But yeah, it was chip leader pretty much throughout the whole tournament.
1.1 million, that's about right as well. Yeah, Florian Duter was chip leader and the entire tournament coming into day 2 and he ended up winning it.
Had a deep run in the Poker Stars Championships in the Bahamas, 25k as well. Florian Duter, final
He's
table.
one of the chip leaders of the World Series at the moment.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh yeah, mentioned it earlier.
Yeah. Lucky this game. All you have to be is lucky.
Yeah. That's why.
Kings into aces, lucky. Chip leader in World Series, lucky.
Bubbled a 5,025k field, lucky on the final table.
Yeah,
It's just unbelievable. You see these top bosses
Yeah,
at
they're
the final,
fantastic player.
like making deep runs all the time. Like, it's the more volume the play. If you're a winning player, it will come out and it will show you. Will have deep runs. You'll have final tables. You'll bink a couple of comps as well.
Yeah.
And you always see the same faces over a course of time at the same final tables, scooping comps.
Yeah.
And it's because how good they are. Of course there's an element of luck in this game, but over the long term that luck diminishes.
Before we do finish, just want to say thanks to everybody for all the input in every device that we've been on: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube,
GUKPT
and
website.
GUKPT website as well. Yet again, awesome 4 days of live coverage, and the team are back in 3 weeks for the Goliath. Shows any. in the Goliath last year, what was the biggest one-day one-flight stack? 1 million. We've done that. 1.1 mil.
Any good flops about for 10-6, top 2. And going to get a call as well because Zen's actually caught a pair. 7 of diamonds rolls off on the turn. Now this is going to go bet fold, facing a double barrel here with bottom pair. Just going to have to get out of the way as Zen. Cheers, Carpet Catcher. Glad you've enjoyed the stream. Thanks for tuning in and well done on winning your seat earlier.
Yes. Is that a Goliath seat?
Yeah, I think it was a Goliath seat.
Well done, well done, well done.
Take note, Tower.
I can't win seats anywhere.
You did win a £1 flip once for a Goliath seat.
That's true. Live streamed it as well. The commentary was excellent. Thanks everybody, it's been a fantastic 4 days. Fantastic field. Biggest one ever.
Zen is all in, he's got 9-6 and Chook lets the King 3 go.
Yeah. So the clock has ticked around at 15 minutes. The blinds are up again. No running antes, heads up, if you notice. I got a £110 ticket that can be used for the 560 ones. Satellites into a GUKPT, the 110 ones. Well done anyway.
Blue Blood Poker, just wanted to thank you, Tara and Jay, for an incredible stream. Well done, just been lurking with stream in the background. Many thanks. Thanks, Blue Blood
Nice
Poker.
one, Blue Blood.
Glad
Thank you very much indeed.
you've enjoyed the coverage. We do try and entertain, but you lot do make our job so much easier, interacting with us all the time in the chat boxes on different software.
Going back to the Goliath winner, he's overall 4th in chips in the World Series. Wow. Imagine a Goliath, imagine winning the Goliath and then the World Series main event in the same 12 months.
Well, we must have a knack for these big fields because the 25k Poker Stars Championships had thousands of runners back in January, and obviously came in the top 10 of that. Cheers, Miko. Glad you enjoyed the stream.
Oh, just wait while he's clipping the Goliath clips when we get onto Twitch the next time we meet. So the blinds are 80,000, 160,000. Check moves all in and wins. Nice one, John. John Bonadies, see you at Goliath. We were looking forward to it, John. Always make sure you come and say hello to myself and Jay, whether we're stood wandering around or in the bar or in the commentary box.
Thanks, John.
Let us know. Tell us who you are, because obviously aliases, I know John Bonadies is probably your name for a lot of people. What's Brad Simpson's name on the other streams?
Blueberry Cater.
Blueberry Cater, that's right.
Can't forget Blueberry Cater, can we, Brad?
Blue Blood's doing the entire circuit next year. Look forward to meeting us. Well, if you're not at Goliath this year, we will hopefully see you very, very soon. King 8 of Spades, it's all in.
We're in.
9.
We are in.
This could be it.
And Chuck with the best hand.
He's in front and he's all in. This could be it.
Yeah.
We could have a winner.
Fading queens and nines at the moment. That's it.
It's over. We're drawing dead on the flop. What a flop. The happiest man in the building has just taken the title.
Chuck Lee, what a result for him. He's taken the trophy and the extra £4,000 as well. It's been a great few days here in London. We had 488 total entries, 136 of those came back for day 2. We had 24 to start today, and we've had a magnificent final table. Four-handed, Chop was done, taking home 35k each, around that figure, and now Chuk Lee has taken the extra 4k. Tao's just heading down to the floor, so in a minute we will hand over to him for the interviews. But thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Don't forget, we're in Coventry in 3 weeks' time for the Goliath. What an event it's been. I've been Jay Harwood. It's over to Tao with the interviews.
Second in the GUKPT, congratulations then.
Thank you.
Now, you told me you don't speak too much English, but are you here on a holiday, or are you a student?
I'm a student.
What are we studying?
Studied international business management.
Excellent. Why aren't you studying poker?
Because it's it's a fun game. It make me much more thinking about the strategy like that.
you was chip leader. You went straight back down. You went straight back up. You went back down again. Mm-hmm. It's been a crazy day.
Yeah, it's made me lucky. That's why I'm in the final table. So I'm satisfied with it.
Really happy with the chop?
Yeah. Fine.
35,000 plus a few bit of change. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
You've entertained us. You really have. Congratulations. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. Chuk Lee, champion of the GUKPT, the biggest ever 500 event. How does that sound?
Well, it's my first GUKPT actually from a satellite, so I was so glad that to be learning. Actually, I was to learn here, but well, of course I need some luck to be here. But eventually, with a little bit of skills and a lot of luck, I get there. Thank you.
You play with the best smile on your face all 4 days. Every time we walk past the table, the smile's there.
Yeah, why not? I mean, when I enjoy the game, so I just smile. And even I'm card deck, I don't mind to smile, but, well, hope for the best next time.
We've loved watching you, we really have. It's been a great final. The chop, it just went a little bit crazy.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm happy with the chop. I mean, yes. And after the chop, it's just all in poker a lot. But the head stuff is fun though. Thank you.
Did you play the mini main earlier in the week?
Yeah.
What did you do in that?
Not that good.
Good.
I got half nines and lose to a straight. I got a straight. Yeah.
You played all week. You're now champion.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
Thank you.
The biggest field we have ever had. We're going to try and get Raj. Where's Raj? We'll try and get Raj with the trophy, because this is one of the happiest winners.
Happiest winner.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Raj straight over. The champion here in London is Mr. Chuk Lee. Absolutely awesome. Amazing. Absolutely outstanding. Nice one, buddy. We're going to get you over that table. You sit over there, and we'll see you in 2 minutes. Will you just get over there? Nice one, Raj. I need you for a minute. We're not going to cry, but this is the final GUKPT. Fingers crossed. You never know. Welcome back with open arms at any time. Everybody knows that. Raj, onto new things for you.
Yeah.
You've been with the company for as long as anybody can remember, starting in Luton.
Yeah. Many years ago. 16.
Everybody has got nothing but admiration for you, and I'm glad you've just given out that last trophy.
Thank you.
It means loads, but we've not done yet, because
we still have Goliath.
We're going to see you in one more event.
Yeah, one more.
In 3 weeks' time, we are going to be at the Goliath. Make sure you register early. Make sure you buy in early. We're going to see this one for the final time in Coventry.
You can buy me a drink or sweets. I'll take either.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very
everybody
much.
at the team, we're going to miss you.
Thanks.
And we mean that. You're an absolute superstar, and good luck in everything you do.
Thank you.
And good luck next week, because there's a little thing of somebody getting married as
yes, that'll be me.
We love you to bits. We'll see you in 3 weeks' time. Chuk is champion. The Goliath is on its way from the tower and the team. And Roger's last one. Ta-ta.